let's continue. Also, depending on how it goes today, I might just be doing Umineko. In the parlor, which had fallen silent again, the only sound was that of the TV that Maria was watching alone. If there was anything audible besides that, it was the sound of the rain, which had continued on and on since the previous night. I'm getting nervous, no one's saying anything. Every one of those who had witnessed that unearthly and horrible scene stayed silent, as though praying that the events of that morning had all been a dream. Okay, we can hear you, okay? Don't worry, okay. I didn't see anyone say anything, so I was worried that you couldn't hear me. Because Kumasawa alone hadn't seen it, her reaction was slightly different. I'm just washing some dishes. Okay, no problem. I'll make sure I'm audible. The silence itself seemed more unbearable to her, and she was anxious to encourage everyone somehow. However, she was aware that she must avoid saying anything careless, and she seemed to be pondering how she could be most helpful. Normally, it would be time for breakfast. However, possibly because something so outrageous had happened, Goda seemed to have forgotten to prepare a meal. Goda forgot how to prepare a meal? Oh, what? Thank you for the raid! Awesome Slytherin! Hello! What were you playing? Welcome everyone, we just got started. Well, maybe not got started with the game, but we just started stream. Hello! Big raid! Thank you so much! Yeah, we're playing Umineko, which is a murder mystery visual novel that also features witches and dysfunctional families. So if you're down for that, I hope you enjoy your stay. Howdy! Hello! Oh, you were playing Minecraft! Ooh, how was Minecraft? I hope you had fun. Thank you so much for the raid! But yeah, my name is Elio Lappi. I am a bunny from outer space, and I like playing visual novels, JRPGs, and horror RPG Maker games. Oh yeah, Santa deniers, yeah. You see, to me, a battler is a big Santa denier, because he doesn't believe that magic is real. We love dysfunctional families. Oh boy. Well, do we have a dysfunctional family here? So, where we're at in the novel right now, 8 people have died. 6 of them are like the parents of like the children that are here. So like only 1 parent is still alive. And then a girl and the guy that has a crush on her also died, but they went out really cool. They got like, the guy got in like a lightsaber-esque guitar battle with a goat man. It's pretty cool. This is highly contradictory Santa stream. Kumasawa wanted to bring up the subject of what they should do for breakfast, but it didn't seem like the right atmosphere, so she really couldn't. But she really was hungry. We'll go eat some fish, Kumasawa, since that's all you ever seem to think about. So she casually made a proposal. I must have missed some wild stuff. Oh yeah, the fight between Kanon and the goat dude was crazy. Santa isn't real, and neither is magic. That sounds like someone that doesn't know what love is. The one element of magic. Santa is real. I'll be the Santa. It seems... Oh yeah, we played with the original sprites last time, so we'll play with the new images this time. It seemed everyone is tired after all that has happened. In times like this, I think the best thing is to heat yourself with some warm black tea. Yeah, I wonder why everyone's tired. It's not because their parents are all dead or anything. Indeed, that is an excellent plan. I agree as well. Oh ho ho ho. How about some delicious black tea with biscuits and jam? That does sound really good. Ah, yes, I hear Halloween will be here soon. We have some delicious looking pumpkin-shaped cookies on the shelf. Uh-oh. Kumasawa-san, she doesn't know. She doesn't know that the people that were dead were filled with candy, I don't think. But that's really funny. That's like if someone was like, No, I'm not gonna bring up, like, real-world comparisons. Never mind, that sounds like a bad plan. Of course, she had said the wrong thing. She had reminded Battler and the rest about that horrible and tragic Halloween party in the chapel. Nanjo hurriedly whispered into Kumasawa's ears. Yeah, so the 6 people that got killed, they got their innards ripped out and then got candy stuffed in their stomach instead. So... Battler-san, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to upset you, truly, I didn't. No, don't worry about it. I'll definitely turn this boiling anger back on the culprit. I wonder if that culprit is still on the island. Well, I mean, how would they get out? We're on, like, Gilligan's Island. Probably. At least until the typhoon passes. No boat will come. Yeah, beer will do that to you, so don't drink, kids. Are you saying Kumasawa said something insensitive because she got drunk? Yes, that is true. After all, the boats stop coming even when it's just a little windy. They certainly wouldn't come during a typhoon, yes. It creeps me out. You think so, Aniki? Me too. And that's even putting aside whether the culprit's that mystery guest or not. Oh, Beatrice. Indeed. No, the innards outside the body and replaced with candy. Yeah, that's what I meant. They ripped out their innards and replaced it with candy inside. We've naturally suspected the mysterious guest who calls herself Beatrice. But we still cannot be certain she is the culprit. There's still the possibility she's a victim whose corpse still hasn't been found. When I think of it that way, there's something I just can't understand. What do you mean by that? It's simple. It's just like Kumasawa Ba-chan said a short while ago. Right now, this island is right in the middle of a typhoon, and escape is impossible. The same thing goes for the culprit. In that case, having the crime come to light should have been the thing the culprit wanted to avoid most. I see. So, there was no need to draw that creepy magic circle in the entrance to the chapel and show off the fact that the corpses were there. Yeah, that's it. And if they were able to take the time and effort to do something so horrible to those 6 people, it should have been possible for them to hide the 6 corpses where they'd be impossible to find. Yeah, I mean, if they wanted the bodies to not be visible, they could have just kept the key to the chapel. I agree. The brutal Halloween party probably wasn't directed at those who died. Well, if the killer was sure that he could kill everyone, I think they would have wanted to draw attention to it, yeah. It was directed at the people who would eventually discover it, us. It's probably safe to say that the magic circle was there to help us find it. The culprit knows they won't be able to escape from this island for a while. And yet, they acted as though they wanted to make us find the corpses in the middle of this typhoon. What does it mean? If I were the culprit, I definitely wouldn't play around and make us find the bodies. Beatrice-sama was not in her room. And the room did not seem particularly disturbed. No, Milady did discover. Yeah, I was about to say, if you go back in there, it's gonna be fucked up. Because of Jessica. Speaking of Jessica, I wonder what. Yeah! Yeah, I'm glad someone's finally picking up on that. Yeah, what happened to Jessica? Kanon-san is looking after her. Yeah. He sure is. They are probably in Milady's room. That isn't good. The culprit is definitely still on the island. In this situation, I don't believe it's a very good idea to isolate ourselves in small numbers. Oh, what do you mean by that? She went to the farm. The Toho farm. What Toho farm? Where Alice is? Huh? Alice don't live on a farm. You don't mean to say that the culprit plans to kill all of us? Let us remain calm. That is not yet certain. But unfortunately, we can't deny that the possibility exists. This letter was in the chapel. According to this, the culprit is the witch. And if we don't solve the riddle of grandfather's epitaph and find the gold, they'll massacre the whole family. Or something like that. Is that true? Would you allow me to read it as well? These guys are so anime. As they read the witch's letter, Goda, Kumasawa, and Nanjo's faces grew even paler than they had been. Kumasawa can no longer hide her shaking. Toho Farm, where all the characters that don't appear in games go, they have plenty of space to run around. But Alice wouldn't be in the Toho Farm. She appears in games. That would be more like Mima. If you don't want to die, try finding grandfather's hidden gold. Is that it? Out of all the PC98 characters you could have used, Leonix, you used the one character that still appears in Toho Media often. Screwing around with us. I'll bet she can't solve the riddle, so she's trying to make us solve it. However, I wonder what the truth is. Madame always stated that the legend of the gold was nothing more than an illusion created by the master. It is doubtful whether it actually existed. Oh wait, hold on, did I miss something? Thank you for the follow, boys gotta eat. I hope you're enjoying whatever you're eating. I hope you enjoy your stay. True. Supposedly they thought it would be nice if it did exist, but only half believed it. The relatives started believing in the legend of the gold only after Kinzo's health worsened and the inheritance problem came up. She appeared in like 1.5 games. Alice? You don't know your Toho games, Leonix. You fool. She has appeared in more than 1.5 games, I can assure you. Oh, so maybe that's why... Do you remember? I can recall off the top of my head, PC98, Perfect Cherry Blossom, fucking Mountain of Faith, the fighting games. And that's just off the top of my head, and I'm not very up to date on Toho. On the table in the chapel, there were 3 gold ingots. That alone would be worth quite a lot. Doesn't that prove that the legend of the gold was real? Excuse me. Please wait. Just now, did you say there were 3 gold bars? Yeah, There were definitely 3 of them piled up. So what?
I happened to hear Cross-sama say something once.
Dude, there's so many spin-offs. Most of those are mainline, Leonix!
Yes, I just happened to hear it, you see. It's not like I was trying to listen in on secret discussions, no indeed.
Fake Toho fan. Leonix is a fake Toho fan. Don't worry about that now. So then what? Is there something wrong with there being 3 of those gold bars? The only Toho fighting games that matter is the one with all the dudes cosplaying.
Yes. According to Cross-sama, there was only 1 bar ever found to support the Legend of the Gold.
That is correct. I believe Kinzo-san showed the president of Marusu a mountain of gold and let him take 1 bar back with him, or so the story goes. Hi Elio, how are you? Oh hey there, Starnies! I'm doing pretty good. I got the rest of the days off until my birthday, so I'm pretty happy about that. I hope things are going well with you, Starnies.
That 1 bar came to be in Cross-sama's possession. And he said that no other gold supporting the Master's Legend of the Gold existed.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yee, thank you. You're talking about Uncle Cross here? So, what does that mean?
I'm doing good too. Nice. I'm glad.
No, wait. 3? Wait. Where did they come from? That's too many, right? Perhaps there is another explanation. Maybe the older relatives also found 1 each, and they each brought 1 of them there. No, I cannot believe that. When all of the relatives came to the mansion, I was entrusted with their luggage. I rifled through it, and I didn't see any copious amounts of cash on them. Like, why would you even... Why would you even admit that? I did not feel I did not feel a suspicious weight back then. Okay, he didn't rifle through their luggage. Okay, that's a good thing. I think those would weigh about 10 kilograms. If that much weight was in their bags, even I would notice. But it didn't seem that way. Same here. At the most, there were some changes of clothes, a first aid kit, Kirie-san's makeup. Stuff like that, I think. Yo, she really should change into her extra change of clothes, cause what's going on with Kirie's fashion? With like the boob stapler with her freaking with her freaking tie. Man, I finished with a dish and I swear 2 more appear. Is it like after a dinner party, or is this like just kind of stuff that's like gathered up? Aunt Rosa's luggage also looked pretty light. In that case, those 3 piled up gold bars were being shown to them. Or maybe to us. The Legend of the Gold is definitely real. I remember I used to live with this one person that would do the dishes like once a week. And ever since then, I've been like, yeah, no, ain't no way I'm letting that stuff pile up. It isn't an illusion. They're telling us to try and find out the secret if we can. Could they be scheming to have us solve the epitaph, which points to where the gold is hidden, and then try to snatch it away? Yeah, that does make some sense. But there are a couple parts that don't fit. To start, our parents, who should have been the most likely to solve the epitaph, were killed first. That seems to create a contradiction right off the bat to me. And something else makes even less sense. If the Legend of the Gold is actually true, then how were they able to pile up all that gold? It's almost like the culprit's already found the gold.
She's using magic.
And is telling us to try and find it too. Maybe the culprit found those 3 like Uncle Cross did. Maybe that convinced them that the legend is true and they're trying to make us search for the rest. I think that way fits the best. The pieces of the chessboard aren't lined up at all. Time for me to eat them. We don't have a clue what the culprit is planning, what they want, or what they want to make us do. Is there any point? No matter what we think, is there anything we can figure out right now?
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Muggy. Hello, hello.
Oh goodness, I really needed that hydrate.
Nya, nya, nya. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, nya, nya.
Hello, Ariel. Hello.
Did you just wake up?
Hope you're having a good day, Muggy.
It was written down. What she wanted to make us do. Couldn't anyone read it?
Maria suddenly laughed in a creepy voice.
Sure did, lol. Oh, good morning.
I thought she'd been concentrating on the TV, but apparently she'd been listening in too. Without turning away from the TV, she very simply told us what we were forgetting.
Beatrice hasn't said once that she wants the gold. All she's asking is whether you're all capable of solving the epitaph's riddle or not. Though I'll bet she's pretty sure you could never do it.
So, are you saying you can solve it, Maria?
I don't care. After all, she'll take me to the Golden Land. So, I won't get in Beatrice's way. Ouch!
In any case, looks like we'll have to ask Maria if we want to learn anything more. Maria, tell us, can you stop hitting the 9-year-old, please? Who is this Beatrice? What is she planning?
You know, Beatrice is a witch. She can do anything with her strange powers. The power of magic can do anything. It can even create gold or bread.
I could show you some bread and little goody two-shoes right about now.
And of course, it can create sweets too, right? You saw it, didn't you?
At that time, everyone jumped at the sound of a door being slammed shut. When we turned around, we saw that Rosa had suddenly returned, bringing Genji and Shannon. Then she rapidly approached Maria, her heels squeaking, and hit her on the cheek. I knew she was gonna do that! God damn it, Rosa! Stop talking about that. Battler Kun and the rest will take it badly. Without waiting for a response, she hit Maria's cheek once more. Bro, what the fuck? Everyone could only stand there, stunned. I don't know what "oo" means. What about yes? She mercilessly hit Maria's cheek again. Jesus Christ, Rosa! Maybe Maria didn't feel like resisting after being hit twice. Wow, yeah, it just immediately comes in and beats up her child 3 times. She weakly said yes. Yeah, child abuse will sure teach your child how to listen to you and not hate you. Rosa-san, there's no reason to be so harsh. This is my daughter's education. Yeah, maybe she shouldn't be your daughter, though. Maybe she should get a different parent. Yes, Rosa, wanna do me a favor and jump out of the highest story window you can? If you live, do it again. Hey there, Bun. Do not interrupt. She really casually approached child. Yeah, casually approached her child to beat the shit out of her. The atmosphere around Rosa, with Genji and Shannon standing at attention behind her, was somehow cold and yet dignified. Completely different from how she had seemed before she left. She was holding something that looked like a gun. Oh, does she have the same gun that Nazi had in Chapter 1? I couldn't imagine that she'd be holding a toy in this situation. Rosa, what is... it is! Oh my god, okay. This is father's. Okay, so whoever of the siblings doesn't, like, die gets the gun. I'm seeing a pattern here. Because of the current situation, I borrowed it specially. Please don't use that on your child. Everyone should understand. The culprit is still nearby. We don't know what might happen. I agree. Rather than trying to figure out what the culprit is planning, it might be better to first think about our own safety. Father was fine, but he was considerably shaken by these sudden events. Fortunately, he said he won't leave his room, so he should be safe. Well, everyone thought that last time, and that didn't exactly happen. For now, we should all try to stay together as much as possible. I agree. We don't even know where the culprit's hiding, and after all, there's no proof of that. There's only one of them. Even though I'd said it myself, I shivered. That's right. Could a single person kill 6 people and set up such a horrible scene all alone? What is this, Brian? No, Rosa, being in a deadly situation doesn't mean you get to beat your child in public, or at all for that matter. So true. So true. My god. You would think she would get like a sense of what she's doing is wrong, but I guess not. Isn't it natural to assume that this crime was carried out by multiple culprits? I agree with Rosa, Sean. It probably is good for us to stay together.
Yes, yes, I think it's good too. Yes, yes.
Maybe it's about time we called for Milady and Kanon-san. Yeah. Maybe you should, find their corpses. That's right. Let's have them come down. George Aniki tried to grab the extension phone, but Goda-san shook his head. That's right. The phones are down right now, aren't they? I'll go with a couple people. If George Aniki and Goda-san come too, that should be enough. No. Let's all go together. It's a wolves and sheep puzzle. If we're in balance while gathered together like this, then maintaining the situation will be safest. True, you probably don't want to split up when the murder mystery is going on. A wolves and sheep's puzzle?
I've got it. I'll show you.
Maria, turn off the television. Genji-san, please tell me where Jessica-chan's room is. Maria, stop watching Higurashi. Let's all go together. Yes, I will guide you. Come on, everyone. We'll move together. Follow my instructions. We stood up. Maria alone looked like she had some regrets about the TV, but she decided to go along with everyone for now and got up. Wolves and Sheep puzzle looks out wistfully. Nani? Shannon, thank goodness. I was a bit worried when you took so long to get back.
I'm sorry to have worried you. The master ordered me to transcribe something for him.
Sick Alice Mare. Oh! Oh, that puzzle, God. The puzzle of shipping the sheeps across the river. So that's what the sheep and wolf puzzle is. Transcribe? Shannon.
Wait, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I'm never getting over the cabbage. The most frustrating puzzle in Alice Mare, though, I think we can all agree, is the spot the difference room one. I could not get that one. Never. Shannon is still alive. Insane. Yeah, of course she's still alive. If George is alive, Shannon's gotta be alive. If George is dead, Shannon should stay alive so that I can marry her. Jessica and Kanon-kun were a boy and a girl of about the same age. It should be a shame if we barged in on them at a bad time, or at least that's what we'd been joking about normally. Huh? However, Aunt Rosa was on edge, constantly exuding a sense of tension. For me, mine was the freaking cat riddle in Teacher's World. I was so mad. Yeah, that one sucked too. I really liked the murder mystery puzzle in Teacher's World, though. I liked it especially because I was equating it with Shuen no Shiori characters when I played it. So it definitely wasn't the sort of atmosphere for careless remarks like that. Hey, don't fall behind! Everyone move together! We don't know when or where the culprit might leap out at us, right? No, maybe Aunt Rosa's attitude was more appropriate. Since Grandfather hadn't come down, Aunt Rosa was our leader. This wasn't a situation where she could smile like she always did. And Aunt Rosa was a mother, too. She probably also thought that if she didn't get a hold of herself, some harm might befall her beloved daughter. The culprit had killed 6 of our parents at once. The method they had used was unknown, but there was a good chance this opponent could take down a large number of people in a flash. Oh, bunny ears. There you go. Would that be with weapons or with numbers? No, but I would be more afraid of the emotionally unstable woman with the gun at the moment, right? I mean, she already abuses her child. What else will she do? Bald no more. But God, though, if I'm right in that, like, every chapter is gonna have, like, a head of the household have, like, a gun each chapter, so, like, there would be, like, an Ava. I wonder if they're gonna have it just be the girls with the guns, because I would have thought that it would not be Natsuhi and instead Cross, but it was Natsuhi, so maybe it would be, like, Natsuhi, Rosa, Ava, and Kirie that get the gun. With the magic of a witch. In any case, I couldn't think of any reason why it'd be okay to let our guards down. The rest of us had better take much... Wait, what? The rest of us had better take much, much greater care, just like Aunt Rosa. Umineko said MILF gun rights. Everyone, stop! Aunt Rosa spoke in a sharp voice. I don't want to see Ava with a gun. I feel like that's just gonna be crazy. But then again, we're watching Rosa with a gun, and that also is not good. Wondering what this was all about, we peered forward and immediately realized the reason. What is this? As they should, because MILFs with guns are peak. Everyone, get back! Goda-san and Genji-san approach the door. In the fighting game, Rosa's moveset is based on the gun. How does that sprite look in Classic? Oh, I'll show it whenever she appears again. Beyond this door was probably Jessica's room. Milfoot guns can only be improved if they were also wearing suits. Well, Kitty A kinda looks like she's wearing a suit, so maybe whenever we get to the chapter with Kitty A with a gun, if I'm right about this theory. This seemed to be the same paint that was scribbled on the door to the chapel. It appears so. It seems not much time has passed since it was drawn. What the heck? Is that another magic circle?
It's the first magic circle of the moon. It has the power to open unopening doors.
Drawn on the door to Jessica's room was the same kind of creepy scribble that had been drawn on the door to the chapel. That strange pattern must have had some occult meaning, but it didn't matter what that meaning was. We were worried about whether those two were okay. That doesn't matter. Are Jessica-chan and Kanon-kun safe? This does not bode well. We should quickly bring those two downstairs. Milady! Milady! Are you there? Please, answer! Goda-san knocked violently and yelled, but there was no answer. He gripped the doorknob with a clatter, but the lock just resisted him. Rosa-sama, it seems to be locked. There's no helping it. Please open it up. Genji nodded, and Goda quickly unlocked the door with the master key. In the back of my mind, horrible images floated up and disappeared, one after another. A magic circle had been drawn on the door to the chapel. Behind that lay 6 corpses. So, if there's a magic circle drawn on the door to Jessica's room, then beyond it must be... Jessica-sama! What happened? Okay, yeah, let's see how this looks like originally. Is she there? Jessica! Amazing. What happened? I gently opened the door. He's truly heartless. The expression on Goda-san's face and his cry as he opened the door prepared us for the brutal fate that Jessica had met even before we saw her. Everyone rushed into Jessica's room at once. That scene told everyone that their worst fears were spot on. Jessica! How horrible. Dr. Nanjo! Inside the room, which seemed elegant for the bedroom of one so young, Jessica lay crumpled on the ground. There was a large pool of blood on the floor, and there was a knife or something sticking deep into her back. Was it a knife? There was a design on the handle that just had to symbolize something demonic. It had to be a weapon with some kind of occult meaning. This is horrible. If I had a nickel for every time a When They Cry OG sprite looked funny with a gun, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Oh, I'm sure it'll happen more. If I'm right, each chapter's gonna have a girl with a gun. I hope so. She has passed away. This probably reached her lungs. Not much time has passed since she died. Jessica! Damn it! Damn it!
Butler-sama.
I was naive. I knew it. Since the culprit couldn't escape the island, they were definitely close by. So why didn't I get cautious sooner? I was naive. I just assumed that a culprit would commit their crime and then just sneak away and hide. You were stunned then. We thought Jessica-chan giving in to rage and running off was just something that couldn't be helped. But we were naive. Y'all gonna look silly when we get Rudolph with a rifle. I hope not. I don't want to see his face. We should have stopped her. Koda-san, why did you leave those two alone? If only you had been with them. Something like this. Yeah, fuck you, Goda. No, that is, Get fired. Get out of here. I said it was dangerous, so we should return. It's just that Milady said that she wanted to be alone. Kanon-san told me to leave it to him and... Speaking of which, where is Kanon-san? That's right. Yeah, wait. Yeah, Kanon's body just isn't here? Huh? Didn't they die in the same room? What in the world happened to Kanon-kun? Kanon-kun? Where? He may unironically be on the side of the killer. But he didn't want to kill Jessica, though. Kanon-san should have been with Milady. He was literally fighting with a sword guitar to prevent her from getting killed. Why would he be on the side of the killer? Where in the world did he go? You don't think they got him? Oh, Gouda. Oh, okay. Not Kanon. Okay. Quiet. Battler argues with Beatrice on the daily. Goda. Is probably simping for a killer on the side. It's Goda, like cheese. No, it's Goda, like how you spelt it, Barn. Not Gouda. But I call him Goda. I call him Gouda cheese as an insult. Even though Gouda cheese is pretty good. Someone might be hiding in this room. Search under the bed and in the closet. There was a chance that Kanon-kun's corpse had been pushed away somewhere. At Rosa-san's order, everyone searched throughout the room together. But there wasn't a single human hiding anywhere. Let's go. He's nowhere. Yeah, where? What? He was supposed to be dead. Doesn't that fuck with the epitaph, then? If his body's not found? Because it's supposed to be the two of them, but if they don't find the body, doesn't that fuck with the thing? Could the culprit have taken him out of the room? Then we'll have to search for him quickly and save him. If we're slow, something awful might happen. Aunt Rosa, let's search all over the mansion. Let's search for the culprit. Let's save Kanon-kun. Quiet! When Aunt Rosa yelled at us, we fell instantly silent. Uncle, I think I like Battler more than Keiichi right now, which is funny since I hated Battler at the start, but we'll see how it goes. Keiichi, you could probably start out not liking Keiichi, but I think by the time you get to the Satoko arc, especially, I just love Keiichi in the Satoko arc. I do like Battler. I do think currently, since I know more about Higurashi, I like Keiichi more, but Battler is pretty up there. When he's not being perverted. But that, I could say the same thing about Keiichi. She was probably contemplating something. However, what in the world could that be? Aunt Rosa walked around the room as though looking for something, or as though she was collecting her thoughts. What you cooking, Rosa? Then, she found something on the side table by the bed and picked it up. If anyone knows, tell me. Which key is this? Aunt Rosa showed everyone a key with a cute mascot attached to it. Judging from its cute appearance, I didn't doubt that it was Jessica's key, but I had no way of knowing for sure. It is probably the key to this room. To Milady's room. After hearing that, Aunt Rosa made a point of going outside the door and checking. Without a doubt, it was the key to this room. He is a young man with a heart that is beating with burning justice, and I love that shit. I wonder why it was set in a place like this. Wouldn't you normally keep such an important key in your pocket? Oh, so it's Ellie attached to a key. Wondrous. Milady wasn't in the habit of locking her room. It seems she would only do it when she went to school. Because she didn't want someone like Cross-sama to look inside her room and find her Peton Sudapeton CDs. Or her Marissa Kirisame body pillow. I see. She wasn't at school, so it's natural that Jessica-chan would set the key down here. How many keys can open this door? Just the one Milady had. Wait. Can't it be opened with your master key? Yeah, isn't that how we open the door? They can open it. How many master keys are there? Are all of the servants holding them? Are there extras? Yes. We all have one. As for extras, I wonder.
There used to be several, but Madam scolded us harshly, saying that was careless, so they should have been dealt with.
That is correct. There is only one held by each servant. There are no more. I mean, that's a lot of servants still, though. Oh, meta time! Wait a sec. I think we talked about extra master keys in the last game, right?
Indeed. Well, regarding that, I have noticed that having several master keys whose locations are unknown is quite disadvantageous for me.
That's probably right. Since you want to make me believe in magic using closed rooms, it'd really hurt you if there were more master keys than we thought. After all, every time a trick involving locks shows up, I plan to resist by arguing that the culprit had a master key that someone lost in the past or a duplicate.
Yes, that's correct. So, I've decided to make a move to defeat that. I'll update our setting. The only master keys are the ones held by the servants. One key each.
I like that these two are just commentators over this, popping in like sports announcers. Yeah, it's so silly, the whole meta commentary with them. Messing with me. More importantly, what kind of move is this? What's Aunt Rosa talking about?
Who knows? You should try listening in.
Thank you. I have the situation sorted out. And I've been able to pinpoint the culprit who assaulted Jessica-chan, or at least one of their accomplices. What did you say? Who is it? Aunt Rosa, you don't mean Kanon-kun, do you? Ah, we got the good music.
Huh? What? Wait, Kanon-kun.
This room was locked, and the only ones that can unlock it are the master keys held by each servant, and the key Jessica had. What kind of deductive music is this? Really good ones, that's what. I'm vibing with it though. Yeah, this song is great. When the beat drops, it goes so good. Right here. It's gonna drop soon. But Jessica-chan's key was closed up in here. Which means it's only possible that one of the master keys locked this room up. It is as you say. In that case, someone killed Jessica, then locked the door. That person had a master key. Here we go. Here's the beat drop. Did Kanon have a key? Yes, because he's a servant, so he has access to that. There are only 5 people with master keys.
Oh my! It wasn't me, not me! No, I could never do such a thing!
Kumasawa-san got up late. After we returned from the chapel to the parlor, we did meet you there. But it's impossible to prove where you were and what you were doing up until that time. You watched us from the shadows, chased after Jessica-chan and Kanon-kun when they were isolated, and stealthily attacked them.
Are you saying I visited Milady's room and did something so horrible? I did no such thing. Yes, no such thing.
What about you, Goda-san? Well, someone with a key was inside, so that explains a good chunk. Yeah, you know, Kumasawa has kind of been a little, suspicious to me. So I wonder if she's ever gonna do anything bad. Like, I know that it's probably like a red herring or something with the feeling of suspicion I have for her, but something about her, I don't know. Like, she was very defensive in the first case, and I don't know. She feels like a bit too defensive, if that makes sense. So yeah. You said you left Jessica-chan in Kanon-kun's care and returned, but I wonder if that's true. Maybe you actually killed the 2 of them, hid Kanon's corpse, and then came back with an innocent look on your face. Nothing of the sort happened. I, Goda, swear that I did not do anything like that. No, send this man into the... Go kill him. Go kill this man. She's always quick to freak out and get defensive, I get you.
It wasn't us. We were following the master's orders and...
She's just like me, for real, for real. Yes. You and Genji-san alone are clean. That's backed up by what I heard from Father. Though, there's just the question on why bother hiding Kanon's corpse, but leave Jessica's body alone. Yeah. Like, why did Kanon disappear? I guess to make him look suspicious, I guess. The 2 of you were in Father's room the whole time, transcribing and witnessing for him. And Father and I can guarantee that. Thank you very much. In that case, the argument becomes, who is more suspicious? Goda-san or Kumasawa-san? I would say Goda-san. Get that Gouda cheese out of here. Shoot this man. I thought that myself right after entering this room. But still, I found it strange. Look at the state of Jessica-chan's body. Doesn't everyone think it's strange? Strange, you say? Jessica-chan was struck in the back. Come on, they say it all the time, right? that in crimes where the victim is struck in the back, there's a high likelihood that the culprit was someone whose face was known to the victim. She definitely wouldn't invite a person she didn't trust into her room and defenselessly expose her back. Oh, she's going on the "it's Kanon-kun that killed her" party, isn't she?
Rosa-sama, you don't mean to say that was Kanon-kun, do you?
I do. We're all fully aware of the state Jessica-chan was in right before she was killed. Looks like it. Oh, Rosa, you are so wrong. The only reason she died was because she was protecting Kanon-kun. After seeing her parents' tragic bodies, Jessica-chan was very panicked. It's easy to imagine that, after she regained her composure, she'd be in a horrible slump. It'd be very understandable if Jessica's frame of mind led her to shut herself up alone in her room. And those particulars match with Goda-san's story. Jessica-chan said to leave her alone. Then, Kanon-kun, who is of a similar age, and who may have some adolescent relationship with her, said to leave this matter in his hands. That feeling is also very understandable. So, for that reason, I think Jessica-chan welcomed Kanon-kun into her room. Oh, so hold on. It's kinda cold in my room, so I'm turning on the heater. I won't bang my head on it, though. But what if it had been Goda-san or Kumasawa-san? Would she have let them into her room? Was gonna say. I believe that I have gained Milady's trust. But even so, Oh, then I guess you're still a suspect after all, Goda-san. I assumed Jessica-chan probably didn't like you very much, so I didn't think she would have let you into her room. I was convinced that you couldn't possibly be the culprit, but maybe I was mistaken. No, God, I hate Goda. I am sad to say that I may not have been accepted by Milady. What about you, Kumasawa-san? Same. Anyone with a key is suspect, yeah. This is kind of like the situation with Natsuki, where it was like everyone but the children was a suspect. So now it's everyone that isn't a servant.
We are far too separated by age to understand the feelings of a young person like Milady very well. And for that same reason, perhaps Milady never opened up her heart to us. Right, Goda-san? Oh, hi there, Overtaker! Hello. Oh, and I see Billy is here too. Hello, Billy. Billy. You wouldn't go into a teenage girl's room. Therefore, you're guilty is a weird logic. Well, she's reasoning that the fact that Jessica got her back stabbed, which means that it's someone that she would be vulnerable around. So that's why she didn't suspect Goda, because Goda and her don't get along too well. Yes, that's right. No, it bothers me, huh? It would have been quite difficult for her to open her heart to the likes of us. And it would be inconceivable for Milady to let us into her room when she was grieving. Goda-san and Kumasawa-ba-chan each rubbed their hands together, affirming each other with forced smiles on their faces. I get why, but at the same time... It was a truly unpleasant rondo. So, it was a person who might be allowed to enter Jessica-chan's room while she was grieving.
At the beginning of the chapter, we learned that there are more servants that we don't see, and they never appeared. Yeah. Yeah, what Jackie said. These servants are the only ones on duty on the island. So, like, they come in different shifts. So these are the only ones that were on the island for this day. I imagine it's only the very trusted servants that are here for this day, since it's the family conference. So they probably wouldn't want to have, like, regular, like, run-of-the-mill servants here that might listen in on the conversation or something. You know how rich people are. A person who might have been given access to her defenseless back. And who had a master key. That water isn't a beverage. Rich people, derogatory. That only points to one suspect. It was impossible for anyone except Kanon-kun.
Please, wait!
They probably would have switched shifts too if it went for the storm, I'd imagine.
Kanon-kun definitely wouldn't do something like...
They clearly don't trust Shannon. No, they do. Everyone likes Shannon. The only people that don't like Shannon are, like, Natsuhi, Goda, and all them. But Kinzo seems to be very fond of her. And Kinzo's the headmaster. Oh, then is there someone else? Is Goda-san or Kumasawa-san suspicious after all? Who do you think is more suspicious, Shannon-chan? Come on. Don't blame Shannon. It was me.
I could never. It wasn't me, Shannon-san. Yes, it was not me.
Of course, it wasn't me either. The ones who had close relationships with Milady were Kanon-san and, after him, you, right? Yeah, isn't that right? Jessica-chan might also let Shannon-chan into her room. SMH Shotgun Lady. You were supposedly with Father. But in reality, could you be the culprit? Don't suspect Shannon. Fuck you, Goda. Oh, it was 100% Goda. Or it was both of them, since they're both kind of covering for each other. I hope it's Goda. I want Goda to suffer. Shannon couldn't be the culprit. Didn't you just say she was doing some important work with Grandfather? Yes, I know. Neither Shannon-chan nor Genji-san is the culprit. Father confirmed that they were together the whole time. I want to suffer, specifically from Beatrice. I mean, what? Who wrote that? Whoever wrote it needs to get bombed. Well then, what do you think, everyone? Goda goes in the butter churner. He's gonna wind up like a Danganronpa character. After being told that, no one could respond. Even if someone did manage to argue back, they'd then have to offer the name of a different suspect. And no matter who that suspect was, it would have to be someone right here. No one could do something like that. Saved. Is Kinzo missing already or... No, they said that he's still in his room, so... Aunt Rosa glanced at everyone in turn, fingering the gun like it was a toy. She seems so different from the kind Aunt Rosa I knew. Yeah, let's just say Aunt Rosa, this isn't her first rodeo being violent with people. Let's just say that. Hi there, Adamello. Hello. No, it's probably because I'm not fully aware of the danger we're in. Maybe Aunt Rosa's attitude would seem natural if I could truly sense the peril surrounding us. Yeah, because the kind Aunt Rosa is a fake mass battler, I would have thought he'd pick up on that when he came in and beat the shit out of Maria in front of them. It looks like no one has an opinion. Then I'll give you mine. Kind Aunt Rosa. Those two things don't go well together. course, I can't deny the possibility that Kanan-kun's a victim without a corpse. But until we find that corpse, I certainly can't rule Kanan-kun out as a suspect. There's a chance he'll suddenly appear again, claiming to have been attacked by the culprit and confined somewhere. But take care. Most likely. No, there's no doubt about it. Bun, I've given you a diagnosis in DMs, huh? A diagnosis? Doc, I feel like I'm getting old. Tell me, did you play .hack when it first came out? Yeah, I played it as a kid. It's my favorite game. Patient is basically dead. Is this edited? Is this like a real comic that talks about .hack? Nope. This is real? This is the original? Holy crap. Damn. Barn killed him. Yeah, there's like this comic someone did .hack mentioned. Let's go. Well, it probably is edited, but IDK, I'm looking for it. Okay. Show it. Okay, hold on. It's by Dogmo Dog. It says that in the corner, so you can probably find it from that. Hold on. Where would that save? Oh, I'm on PC. Work with me here. Yeah, this is the image. Oh, thank you for the follow, Dragout9! Thank you! I hope you enjoy your stay here. Oh, original is apparently seltzer water. Ah, damn. Would have been funny if this was an actual comic about .hack. .hack mentioned, but still. Very funny edit. Yeah, that is edited. Very good edit, though. Kanan-kun killed Jessica-chan. No way. I can't believe it. Kanan did that to Milady? That's too much. I feel the same as Shannon. Let's just cover Rosa with it whenever she's on screen. I'm opposed to labeling Kanan-kun as the culprit. And then, is the culprit Goda-san or Kumasawa-san? Shannon, believe your brother. Good God. I think she's just in shock right now. If you're not on his side, who would be? Tell me who's more suspicious. It wasn't us. If it wasn't Kanan-kun, then who could have locked this door? How about it, Shannon-chan? George-kun? Huh? Huh? Ursa closed in on Shannon-chan and George Aniki, laughing unpleasantly. What is wrong with you, Rosa? Of course, they couldn't say anything back. They wanted to believe in Kanan-kun. But if they did, they'd have to suspect the other servants. It wasn't us, said Goda, in the most guilty-sounding voice imaginable. The simplest culprit was the mystery guest, Beatrice. But she was nothing more than a guest, and didn't have a master key. So, if Beatrice is the culprit, despite lacking a master key, then do we have to accept the argument that she really is a witch who locked the door with the power of magic? Rosa has the gun now, so she thinks she can treat them all like Maria, and treat Maria even worse. Oh, meta time. That's a dirty argument. Dirty. So dirty.
What are you worried about? Make it my fault. You can just make it the fault of the 19th person, the mystery guest lying hidden somewhere on this island, right? If you do, you won't have to watch this ugly battle of humans blaming each other, right?
So then what? Lots of key movement around. The culprit is the 19th person, the guest Beatrice.
Beatrice! Oh. Hello, welcome. You're playing Chapter 2 Blind.
She's a witch, so she could lock the door without a key using magic. Jesus, is the Battler OG sprite the meme one? When he cries, of course? Oh, I'll switch to it whenever he cries. Umineko when Battler cries. Are you telling me to accept that? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Oh. Oi. My awful bully of a daughter. Very cute. Every time OG Sprite Battler cries, it's a meme.
In the last game, I learned all your weak points. So, what will you do? What will you do? You said you definitely wouldn't accept me, right? Then, you can use Kanon as the perfect sacrifice he is.
VN better than manga? No idea. Haven't read the manga. This is my first time getting exposed to Umineko, pretty much.
Kanon killed Jessica!
What if Kanon did do it though? We saw him die, Leonix!
If you support Rose's theory, everything is settled here, right? Kanon is already dead.
Yen is usually better than manga.
There could be no need to show concern for the dead.
Nobody else here has read the manga. They're completely blind. Yee.
And you won't have to suspect anyone in this room.
Damn it! I only read the manga of this. Yeah, I've seen like some stuff from the manga, like the art style of the manga looks really good. Is the artist for the manga the same artist for the pachinko sprites in Umineko? I could have swear I read something like that. Which is what the Steam version uses, is the pachinko sprites. I won't accept you! But Kanon-kun being the culprit is impossible. The manga is the next best adaptation to the story, so you're good. I don't want to suspect anyone. However, at times, there's no smoke without fire turns out to be true. Anyway, you can never be too cautious.
Dr. Nanjo?
I didn't. I still need to watch that VOD. Well, Jessica got killed because she was trying to prevent Kanon from getting killed in the fight against, one of the demon girls.
What do you mean by that?
For eps 1 and 8, yes, it's the same artist. There's like multiple manga artists for Umineko though. Oh, okay. Please do not misunderstand. I do not wish to label Kanon-san as the culprit. However, until we understand the situation, there's a possibility that he's the culprit. Pachinko, yeah, apparently they have like a pachinko adaptation of the VN, which is kind of funny. And I believe thinking that way is safer. I didn't know Umineko had a manga. I'll have to add it to the watch list. Yeah, there's a lot of Umineko stuff. There's the VN, the anime, the manga. I think there's like drama CDs, light novels, a play adaptation, which apparently chapter 1 is free on YouTube now. So that's cool. I'll have to watch that on the Discord at some point.
Yes, that's right. You cannot be too cautious.
The general consensus certainly didn't seem to find fault with Nanjo for what he said. Must have been a servant. 2. No one actually thought Kanon was the culprit. They are balloons, don't be fooled. The massive boob spray. But unless they suspected him, they'd have to suspect one of the servants here. I would show a clip of the pachinko, but the ones on YouTube are mostly spoilers. Ah, okay. I didn't want to do that. They don't have a good alibi. They're just like, I wasn't there, I swear! Believe me! We didn't want to do that. We didn't want to suspect. I heard the anime was ass. Yeah, I heard the anime was really bad. Didn't want anyone to be suspected. That's correct. The anime was so ass that everyone just completely ignores it. Wait, do you have to sit at the pachinko machine for like 100 hours to get the whole story? That would be funny. Imagine going to a casino and that's the only one that you play. The 100-hour Umineko torture machine. We cannot be too vigilant. I take it no one objects to that, right? Understand? And there's a very high likelihood that these murders are connected to Father's Legend of the Gold. Apparently, I see like clips for practically every scene, huh? That means the crime must have been plotted by someone who wants to keep a vast amount of gold, worth several 10 billion yen, all for themselves. Yeah, it has an anime, but no one likes it apparently. Yeah, Umineko doesn't have an anime worth mentioning. With that kind of money, you could play around for the rest of your life in any country. I mean, I guess it could be like one of those cards you save progress on. Oh, true. But why a pachinko machine? With Umineko of all things. And with a motivation like that, they might even intend to kill all of us. Because she didn't have a master key, the 19th person, the guest Beatrice, is removed from suspicion for the murder of Jessica-chan alone. But we cannot conclude that she's unrelated to the crime. So it's key. After all, it's a vast amount of gold we're talking about. We can't deny the possibility that there are multiple culprits. Right now, one of the people here among us, Lugus, might have been bought by the culprit. As Aunt Rosa yelled, she looked all around, her gun show raised. She is so paranoid. Nazi was a lot calmer. Don't believe anyone, suspect the person next to you. That's what she was saying. Like, I get it. I get why she's scared, but good lord. But no one wanted to suspect. They didn't want to suspect anyone here. That weakness in their hearts demanded an answer from those not present. Picturing like a chain-smoking salaryman playing Umineko having to remember to save his pachinko mystery to a card is kind of funny in my head. Yeah, how would you make money off of the Umineko? Do you gotta like get through the chapter so you can get like a gold thing dropped from Beatrice? There are only two ways you can be sure someone isn't a suspect. If it's yourself, or if they're really... If it's yourself, or if they're already no more than a corpse. Same goes for Kanon-kun. Until we catch sight of his corpse, he is the most likely suspect in Jessica-chan's murder. So, take care. Even if he's still alive, even if he smooths things over with some explanation, you definitely mustn't trust him. Got it? No one gave an answer of their own initiative. However, those who met Aunt Rosa's eyes had to nod their heads. Humans are beings who live by molding themselves to fit society. In other words, from the time they're born, trusting each other is genetically imprinted on them. It's unpleasant to go against that. They never want to suspect someone, but if they're forced to suspect someone, they find it safest to choose someone who isn't present at that moment. For the purpose of safety and nothing more, they half-heartedly chose Kanon to be the sacrifice. Death via majority vote. You said that right after I read sacrifice too. I don't know. Well, I guess Kanon is Jotazna. It's ridiculous. I definitely don't want to believe that Kanon-kun is the culprit. I'd heard it from George Aniki just now, but not only were those two close in age, they also had that kind of adolescent relationship Aunt Rosa had mentioned. Kanon is the sacrifice now. Who is the Keymaster and who is the mage? I would say the Keymaster would probably be Battler. The sage would probably be, maybe Beatrice? I don't know. It may be a little late now, but yes, they really did have that kind of air about them. After seeing her parents' tragic corpses, Jessica, bearing deep wounds in her heart, would only have trusted Kanon-kun. It was very easy to imagine. And that's why I don't like it. Kanon-kun was the only one she trusted. I can't believe Kanon would do this. Oi! How dare you? So, she wouldn't have let anyone but Kanon-kun in. Is it because both Joe and Kanon are dead? Yes, that's the joke. So, Kanon-kun was the only one who could have killed Jessica? Who's Kanon? Don't fucking do the who's Joe jump! Oi! Don't do that. Oi! Trying to get Clown Song to start playing? I just can't accept that kind of argument. Understand? Even if Kanon-kun appears, don't let your guards down. As long as we cannot prove Kanon-kun's innocence, we will assume that Kanon-kun is the culprit who killed Jessica-chan. That was Aunt Rosa's claim. By using the vague word assume, she managed to convince everyone in the end. Everyone nodded weakly, and with the excuse that they were just assuming it for the time being, they concluded that Kanon was the culprit who had killed Jessica. Guilty until proven innocent. Isn't there something about that? Who cares about that, huh? I wonder what the dead Jessica and Kanon would think if they could hear this exchange. Can we see meta Jessica and Kanon? Oh no, really? Jessica was crying. Speaking of clown, Elio the Batsu was over since forever ago. Shut up! She was crying into the chest of the person who had put his life on the line to fight for her, Kanon. Aww. Oh, Bunbun, I found Battler in DMs. It's them. What is this? Ignorant peasant. Protection from spells. Magic. Don't be silly, lad. I've grown corn here for over 40 years. And ain't no magic come round these parts. Now pick up that shovel. We've rested enough. That really is Battler as a farmer. It was frustrating. So frustrating that it felt like her chest would explode. Oh no. She grieved and resented how far the dignity of the dead had been trampled. Meta them. More like, ghost them. How can those guys treat Kanan-kun like the culprit? Because there's no corpse. How can they treat you like the culprit just because there's no corpse? Not mad at them, they're just ghosts. You risked your life to fight for me, right? Then that witch erased the corpse for fun. Imagine being ghosts. For them to call you the culprit after that, it's horrible. It's too horrible. This is Among Us, Jesus Christ. It's okay. I wasn't able to protect you in the end. But I was able to be of use to you in our final minutes. I mean, they're meta because they have information nobody else does. Why doesn't everyone understand that? Come on, Jessica and Kanon, do your tasks. Stop it, Aunt Rosa! I saw Goda vent. Don't call Kanan-kun the culprit with that messed up logic! She isn't saying I'm the culprit. She's just saying I'm suspicious. No. She's saying to be careful. She is saying it! These people are saying you're the culprit so they can stop thinking! I do like that Kanon has been doing the Attack on Titan salute this entire time. It's to prep his guitar blade whenever it comes out. They aren't thinking about who the culprit who killed me is anymore. Is Kinzo dead? No. They aren't thinking of the possibility that you aren't the culprit. And after this, every time something happens, they'll use the excuse that Kanon-kun did it since we don't know where he is. I can't stand that. It's okay. At least you know the truth. If only I know the truth. That's pointless. I know it after dying. Truth belongs to living humans. It was Kinzo. I saw him in electrical. If the truth doesn't remain, the dead won't be rewarded. They won't know what Kanan-kun risked his life for. Maria.
Beatrice vented, it's true!
Speaking of Beatrice. Truly a splendid sight. Kinzo was deaf working with Beatrice. She wasn't in medbay like she said. You hardly ever find a sweeter honey than the laments of the dead. Lament, 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 lament. What, you gonna start singing the Limbus Company song? I'm infected, you have invaded. No matter how much you lament, the voices of the dead never reach the living. Let's lament, let's lament. Damn it, damn it! It doesn't matter who. Oh, please let me lament. Hear my voice! Plot twist, Beatrice was crew member that round. She's just third impostering. She so would be a third imposter. Kanan-kun isn't the culprit! Guys, Beatrice is in a separate VC with the staff. Kanan-kun's corpse is just erased. Damn, Beatrice hitting hard with that Edgar Allan Poe shit. Why? Why don't you understand that? Yeah, she def be third impostering. Milady. I can't stand this! It's too sad! I hate it! This way, it's like Kanan-kun died for nothing, right? The honor of the dead means nothing unless it's acknowledged by the living. It doesn't matter who. Notice it! Notice it, please! Kanan-kun isn't the culprit! Don't go, everyone! Please, don't let it end like this! Don't go! Don't go! Rosa announced that this room would be sealed until the police came. Man. Rosa's accidental fourth imposter via murder hobo mindset. And the rest didn't want to suspect each other, so they happily accepted that. Poor Jessica, if only there was someone who loved you. He's literally in the afterlife with her, Barn! For now, they accepted that Kanan was the culprit. Without even imagining how much disgrace that gave to the dead, they accepted it. Milady, you've done enough. Thank you. Nonsense. Ghosts aren't real, just like magic isn't. I'm gonna tell Song you said that, Barn. Don't go! Rosa has a natural talent to torture underage girls. God damn it. Don't go, everyone! I'm begging you, come back! Don't leave us behind like this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot of that right now. I'm gonna send that over to Song right now. Whereas I could win an award for this. Don't keep treating Kanan-kun as the culprit! Rosa is the motherfucker that would push the button to accuse Kanan of being the imposter and found that he's dead and end up in a losing 2v1. It won't reach. The laments of the dead never reach. You make me laugh. Yes, that face of yours makes me laugh. Did you think your voice would reach them? Damn, Barn, just say that Genshin sucks ass. What? Nani? It won't reach, will it, Jessica? It's all useless. Huh? Balor-kun, did you say something? Yeah, that just kind of came out of left field, Leonix, huh? Muda. Balor-kun, did you say something? We got the Balor-kun music again, let's go! Yeah, it's useless. It's all useless. Just as everyone was about to leave the room, Battler stood alone with his back to them, still looking down at Jessica's corpse. What do you mean it's all useless? Love this song. Do you have some objection? Chadler rises again. I agreed that we've got to stay on our guards. But sorry, I'm not buying all that about Kanan-kun being the culprit. Yeah, let's go! Meta, Beatrice! So, you're speaking up at a time like this? If Kanan wasn't the culprit and it wasn't my doing, how do you explain this closed room that Jessica's room has become? To be honest, I don't even have a clue on that point. Seriously, why'd I have to go and say it's all useless? Guess I better take responsibility for my own words. Tell him, fight man. I'm empty-handed with 0 weapons to argue with. But I'm not gonna sit around on the sidelines anymore, Beatrice. Bro really said source, trust me, bro. Rattler-sama. Is there some proof that Kanan-kun isn't the culprit? The expression that rose to those two faces was definitely one of anticipation. He's about to back it up with nonsense and willpower. It didn't happen because nuh-uh. Source, trust me, bro. Magic ain't real. They didn't want to believe that Kanon was the culprit. Classic battler. They really believed in Kanon. So they weren't expectant because they wanted me to strengthen their belief in him even more. Then, Battler-kun, which of the other servants do you suspect? Nuh-uh, Kanon would win. Goda-san? Or is it Kumasawa-san? Quit it, Aunt Rosa. I know the person called Kumasawa Ba-chan well. She'll sometimes slack off while on the job, but she always makes things fun for people. Even if her eyes are dazzled by money, she isn't the kind of person who'd kill for it. Battler-sama. It's probably Rosa, although it's not. And I just met Goda-san yesterday. Honestly, I still don't really understand him. But there's something I do understand. I've never seen anyone who cooks as happily as he does. He's the same. The same as Kumasawa Ba-chan. Goda-san likes to make people happy. As if a person like that could kill those who praised his own food as delicious. Even if money was piled up in front of him. I don't know about that one, Battler. I feel like you're kind of reaching with that one. I feel like Goda would kill if he was given money. Then, who do you think killed Jessica-chan, Battler-kun? If any of those two killed them, they would not have so much trust in Kanon. Who do you think shut Jessica up in a room that could only be locked by a master key? Wait. Before I argue about that, there's something I want to make clear. Yeah, I didn't care about that, Battler. He's kind of reaching with that one. I don't want to talk about if so-and-so is not the culprit, then so-and-so must be the culprit. I just want to know about how it's completely impossible for Kanon-kun to be guilty. You say you can prove that Kanon isn't the culprit? How? He's like, this bitch is too much of a male wife to accept money because he likes to cook. It's actually simple. And it's something I almost overlooked. Beato, repeat it! Oh, he's doing the red truth thing again, isn't he? Hold on. Let him cook. Goda, I mean. If you can say it, try saying it. Kanon-kun had a master key on him. Oh. So there is that going for him. Kanon-kun doesn't have a master key on him? I mean, he's trying. He believes in humans. Oh, what? Oh, thank you for the raid! V for Miss Day. Thank you. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are ready for Chadler to go and say nuh-uh to every hint of someone being a murderer and be like, nope, he didn't do it. I don't like got any proof that he didn't do it, but you also don't have a proof they did it. Yeah, hello. My name's Elio Lappy. I am a bunny from outer space, and I like playing visual novels, horror RPG maker games, and JRPGs. We are playing Umineko, which is a murder mystery visual novel with witches and dysfunctional families. And we found 2 corpses, or actually we found 1 corpse, and another corpse got erased, which is making people thinking that the guy that died is actually the murderer, because they don't know that he's dead. Man the cannons, fire the lasers. Yeah, what were you playing, V for Missity? This VN is really cool. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Oh, you've read it before. Ooh. Yeah, we're on chapter 2 right now. Right around where Jessica and Kanon died and got their corpses discovered, except for Kanon. How could you possibly know that? Everyone is also completely blind, so no spoilers, please, if you're familiar with Umineko. Yes, please. No spoils. Thank you. A short while ago, I heard from Goda-san about what happened. About how Jessica went to raid the VIP room. Right before she and Kanon-kun went off on their own. Also, God, this music is so good. This is a blind run, yeah. It was my first stream. Oh, it was your first stream ever. Oh, wow. Messing around with random stuff. Ooh. Well, I hope you had fun. Congrats on the first stream. Goda-san, you did a good job remembering it. You protected Kanon's honor. I did? I heard him say the same thing. But I don't really understand. Could you explain it, Battler-kun? Oh, we got Metaverse. That's right. Yeah, so whenever these flowers pop up, it's not the actual Battler. It's like a separate Battler that's watching the stuff go on. It's a little complicated. That's right. When Jessica unlocked the VIP room, she borrowed the key from Kanon-kun, but didn't give it back. So Kanon-kun doesn't have a master key on him. It's Battler 2. Battler squared. Is that really so? True, Koda has no recollection of the master key being returned to Kanon. However, she might have returned it when Goda wasn't looking. How does that prove that it definitely didn't happen? If you could just search the pocket of Kanon's corpse, you'd be able to say for sure, but you can't. It's impossible to prove. It's all useless. It's actually pretty simple, isn't it? Nuh-uh. No way. Battler 2, Electric Beatle. Oh, those are some cute emotes. So, you're saying that's why Kanon-kun didn't have a key on him? Also, thank you for the follow, Envy27. Let me know if you'd like me to call you any different name, but thank you. Yeah. And to prove it, all you have to do is search Jessica. Kanon-kun's master key should be in Jessica's pocket. It's 10D chess with the storyline minus time travel. Well, there is kind of time travel, I guess. Alternate universe? I don't know. Loops? I don't know. Dr. Nanjo, could you check for us? You can call me Envy. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Envy. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Indeed. Nanjo dashed up to Jessica and searched in her jacket pocket. Fuck, it still has alternate universes. Yep. Always has had. Everyone was expected. Please. Be there. Here it is. Is this it? Yes. That is a master key. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Overtaker. It's like, they never properly explain it, so I don't know if I should try to do so. Maybe not. Nani the fuck? That is a master key, without a doubt. At Genji's statement, there was a small ooh of joyful voices. That's Kanon-kun's master key. I'll say it again. Kanan-kun doesn't have a master key on him. So there's no way he could have locked the door.
Oh, looks like we're speaking Inulu speak for 2 minutes. Ugh. It certainly does appear that way. But Kanan-kun was the last person to meet Jessica-chan. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Are you bonking me, huh? Oh god. Oy 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 oy, temera. The fact that he's suspicious hasn't changed. Let's give that stuff a rest. Huh? Fundamentally, humans are supposed to be creatures that trust each other. But because we live in a tough world, we learn how to be deeply suspicious. So we suspect everything. We're sad creatures. I won't deny that's our nature. But the one thing I won't let you do is reach conclusions without proof. If someone looks suspicious, that doesn't make them guilty. It makes them innocent. Get the defibrillator, Mr. Obama. Of course, the world is filled with wolves. We're sad creatures. I'm not saying you should be carelessly believe everyone. But if you're gonna conclude that someone's guilty, you better have some perfect evidence. Unless you do, don't go around accusing them based on speculation. I was the one who brought up there's no smoke without fire. That was careless of me. I apologize. Batwar-sama. What a wonderful reasoning, Batwar-kun. I wish Batwar just sounded like that. This is so funny. Thank you to Goda-san. Because of what you remembered, Kanan-kun's been cleared from suspicion. No, I... apologize. Crap, crap, crap. Why am I now imagining a game full of cute small mascots in a death game with the most dramatic hardcore plot and dialogue, but it's all Uwu speak voiced by Elio? Go fund it. I want that. I want that. It was the crisp sound of the witch applauding. Elio being cute is nothing new here, everyone. I can be very cute if I put all my energy into it. But I don't. Well done, well done. The voices? Not a bad job. Crap. Did I fall for that beat piece just like you wanted? Elio, is that voice in our head? Nah, you're cute naturally, you fool. Oi, Temera. You magnificently proved that Kanan at least couldn't lock the door to this room. The servants should all have had master keys. Okay, I think I can talk normally now.
With that as proof, Kanan was treated as the culprit, but you've at least managed to clear away that suspicion. That was peak. Thank you. In that case, how did the culprit who killed Jessica lock the door? So that's the problem we have now. I got drawn into exactly the flow you wanted. I got you, didn't I? Furthermore, you said something outrageous about not doubting any of the other servants. Well then, I can't wait to see how you try to smooth that over. Shut up. Let's start right away. You'll probably just deny it anyway, but first, let's check the definition of this room as a closed room.
Very well. First, there are absolutely no types of hidden doors. This door is the only way in or out. The only way to lock this door is with just a single key, or the master keys, only one of which is held by each servant. It is on the second floor, but it is probably possible to enter or leave through the window. However, the window is locked from the inside.
I can spin the chessboard around already. If I start by arguing about the door and the lock, I'll probably be stuck dancing on the palm of your hand.
Do as you like. Well then, what should I repeat?
Repeat it. Kanon-kun was killed in this room.
Very well. Kanon was killed in this room. But I erased his corpse with magic, right?
Beato, you can't beat someone who eats pieces as a living. She can try at least. Again, repeat it. Kanon-kun's corpse is in this room.
I refuse. I can't repeat it. Because I erased the corpse with magic.
Was the window always closed though? True. You're saying it's currently locked, but we don't know if it's always been locked. Yeah, figures you wouldn't say that. There's gotta be a secret hidden in there somewhere. Beato did not use magic to erase the corpse. She ate the corpse. Manana's smiling body's looking motherfucker. Damn, where's the mysterious point I've gotta find? Beatrice. Did they lock it without the master key? I'm just imagining Kumasawa's spider climbing the wall in the rain to kill Jessica and Kanon. That would be so funny. Or did they somehow kill those two while they were inside the room and it was locked? Or did they kill those two and then somehow escape? I hate to say it, but I'll have to cover up the moat first. Repeat it. Getting out through the window, you dumb fuck. The last time it was locked was due to a master key. She can beat me anytime. Oh, hey, Twy! Hello, hello. I also refuse that. This refusing thing is really vague. If you deleted the corpse, it would be red text. I mean, she can choose not to make it red text. Also, thank you for quoting me, Elliot. The title is just a quote of me, right? Yes. Yeah, that's totally you. I don't know if you refuse because it's impossible to repeat, or whether you can repeat it and you're refusing on purpose.
Back when discussing the lock to the chapel, you completely turned the tables on me.
No, your 11 references have zero bearing on this prequel to Umineko Chapter 3, and it's almost 7 for me.
When I have an advantage, there's no need to go out of my way to use red when it might be risky. That's all it is.
I guess that makes sense. Originally, the point of the red was to counter my strange theories.
Naturally, I'll use it in a way that works to my advantage. Now that I know I've got to worry about you twisting it around, I won't use it pointlessly. Well then, what move will you use next?
I imagine a move placing suspicion on Goda or Kumasawa will be easiest, yes? Damn. Feels like you're leading me by the nose and it pisses me off. Stay quiet a bit, I'm thinking. She can twist the... I'll hide. Twy? You come in and just immediately are down bad, I see. Of course, this door is the same as the chapel. When locked, it does not permit any form of entry. I'll say more. No trick could have the effect of locking the door from the outside without using a key. Oh. Looks like I gotta bop you twice. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, Twy. It had to be done. Damn, Twy, calm down. Classic Twy. Okay, gotta wait for my bat to load in. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. This is the first Red Truth Speedo used today. I believe so, yeah. Alright, Twy. Get bonked. Bonk me if you are 70% clown. Nope. Nope. Not today, bud. Not today, bud. Oi. Damn you for always using red when I don't ask for it. Oh, to be bonked by Beatrice. Time to step back to square one. For now, I've just gotta think. I'll lay out everything I know. First, there are 2 victims. Yeah, because you're 80%. I am not 80% clown. I think I was like 75%. Shut up. Jessica and Kanon-kun. Kanon-kun's corpse isn't here, but Beatrice admitted in red that Kanon-kun was killed. So, even without a corpse, he's included as a victim. There are a few questionable points. And depending on which I focus on, my line of thought changes a lot. Stop, he's not 80% clown. Yeah, I'm 75%. That's off by 20%. Hey! First, after the culprit committed murder in this room, how did they lock it? Yeah, that's far too low. Hey! If we assume the culprit's someone with a master key, it's extremely simple. But I'd like to avoid that if I can. Back in a bit. See you in a bit, Twy! Because I'd have to suspect Goda-san or Kumasawa-san, or maybe even Shanan-chan and Genji-san. We love and cherish you, Elio. Thank you, Jackie. At least I know even if everyone else bullies me, Jackie's always here for me. I love you, Jackie. Here, I noticed something. I was contradicting myself. I was strangling my own neck. I want to deny Beatrice no matter what. I want to erase the existence of that brutal, fickle, ridiculous witch. So I have to explain everything with humans, not magic. I'm here for you too, big bro. Thank you, Monkey! But that also means suspecting some human. I'll accept you by the clown you are. No thanks to you, Leonix. Fuck you, Leonix. I don't want to suspect anyone. Of course, if there's some clear proof, I have to believe that the person in question is the culprit. But until that happens, I don't want to suspect people. I will not accept this Elio slander. Thank you, Overtaker. Am I just naive? Am I just a kid who doesn't want to have my feelings betrayed when those feelings tell me that this person at least could never commit murder? I want to deny that a witch did it, but I also want to deny that a human did it. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. In the first place, the only victory condition in our game was whether or not you could deny my existence. Even though that alone put you at a disadvantage, you've increased the number of victory conditions all by yourself, making your own victory harder. It's just as she says. If I just argue that someone with a master key did it, this closed room could be broken easily. However, the number of keys that can open this door is limited. No, don't fuck away. This bong can't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll bong Leonix. I'll stick by you as long as business relations are strong. Thank you, Barn. I'm not sure what the context is, as I have been sipping noodle, but I accept all of you for your great selves. Sven is always a supportive creature. Thank you, Sven. It's nice seeing you, Sven. Hope things have been going good for you and that your noodles are very delicious. Yes, I'm joking. Thank you, Sven. Very cool. Sven's very cool. Sorry if I accidentally bonked you, Sven. In some cases, Sven is even a mom, somehow. Hey, if you want to be a mom, you can be a mom. Let's go. Sven mommy energy. Sven mommy's energy. However, the number of keys that can open this door is limited. And since it's clearly known who has them, using that argument means I'd be suspecting someone I know well. In fact, have I just been averting my eyes from the truth? Even while attacking that closed room trick in the chapel, which was exhilarating to destroy, I proposed that someone stole the key from Maria's handbag and returned it. If that theory is right, then the question becomes who could have stolen the key from her handbag. Maria's handbag was probably most unguarded while she slept. I've been well. Had a bit of a reunion with IRL friends over the New Year's Eve. Ooh, that sounds fun. I want to meet up with my friends. It's been a while since I've gotten together with anyone. In that case, in addition to me, George Aniki and Jessica are also suspects. So George Aniki or Jessica is the culprit? Or maybe an accomplice? All of our parents have been killed, right? And yet, one of us consented to that and assisted with the crime? We all lamented, mourned, shed tears together in the chapel. And yet, one among us was lying? That theory of yours about taking the key out of the handbag and putting it back cast a pronounced suspicion on the cousins, did it not? And despite that, you acted like you didn't even notice. Announcing a theory like that so happily. It's gonna take so much evidence to get rid of the servant suspicion. I believe in them. Kanan and Shannon would never do anything bad ever. Damn it! It doesn't guarantee that one of the family or the servants is the culprit. If you snuck up on us while hiding in a cardboard box, for example, what is this, Metal Gear? There's a good chance you could have slunk into our room when we were fast asleep and stolen the key, right? Nah, a servant did it. It wasn't Kanon or Shannon, though. Perhaps that will do for that situation. By suspecting the guest, the 19th person, you won't have to suspect the others. In that case, how was Jessica's room locked? It's no trouble at all for me to open the lock with magic, but of course, I don't have a master key. If you deny my magic, you also have to deny that I'm a suspect, correct? So, in other words, that means suspecting one of the 18. Oh yeah, thanks for the help. I've managed to sort things out a bit. My goal is to figure out how the 19th person, the human guest Beatrice, committed the crimes. If I do that, I won't have to suspect anyone. It was me. I'm sorry, Battler, but you can't blame me. I'm an existence beyond a witch. You did it because you sent for Beatrice. We get it. If you can do that. Foolish man. This wasn't a closed room from the beginning. After all, there are a total of 6 keys that can open it. And several people possess such keys. You can suspect any of them. And suspect as much as you like. Perhaps. But you went to all the trouble of denying all of them, making it a closed room yourself. Understand? This is a closed room born from your mental contradiction. You and no one else sealed that door. So, you're trying to say that I've got 2 options. Accept that a witch opened it with magic, or accept that someone I know is the culprit. Damn, are you trying to fork the rook? I just wanted to show you that moves such as this can exist as well. So, what will you do, Ushiramiya Battler? Isn't it actually simple? Don't you just have to make sacrifices of that overly self-confident cook and that hag who wouldn't be a loss if she died? Damn it! If I suspect Goda-san and Kumasawa-san, everything will be fine? That's useless! I can't think of Goda-san as the culprit. I can. I can't think of Kumasawa-san as the culprit. But I won't accept you. Oh no, don't for the rook. Use the pin. No matter what. In that case, they'd have to enter the room without using magic or a master key. Kill Jessica and Kanan and even erase Kanan's corpse without using magic. How could it be done? How could it be done so that you can deny me while still not suspecting anyone else? I was just none of them. Nuh-uh. I resign. Shit. Alright. Well, let's take a look at our new corpses. Found in her own room in the mansion with a weapon shaped like a stake rammed into her back. Finally, at the very end, she got to be with the person she loved. She must have been happy. And then there's no corpse, and yet he's dead. The witch said so in red, so he definitely is dead, even though there's no corpse. Alright. Well, I think that is gonna be where we will cut off for Umineko for the day. But we're gonna be playing some Lobotomy Corporation in a few minutes. I'm just gonna go on a BRB, get some stuff to eat, fill up my tummy, and then we'll play some Lockcore. We're gonna be doing Hokuma Suppression, so... Alright, see you guys in a few. Let me just turn on my music and I'll see you in a few minutes. Have a nice meal. Thank you.